We're broadcasting live from West Hills, California. In a moment, you will experience unique insight and one-of-a-kind perspective from Shaolin Grandmaster Dr. Yuen. Dr. Yuen, DC, has worked with patients for over 30 years and has been the world's foremost expert and leading grandmaster of Shaolin Kung Fu for nearly half a century. He's a well-known author and martial artist, frequently appearing on the covers of different martial arts magazines. He was also the technical and Kung Fu advisor on the original Kung Fu TV series, and thus was instrumental in bringing authentic Kung Fu to the international audience. Dr. Yuen, please call in now or visit our website. The guest call-in number is 646-478-3782. You can ask us a question anytime on our website. You will also find out about our exciting upcoming live events on our website. To ask Dr. Yuen a question, please visit yuenmethod.com/ask. That's yuenmethod.com/ASK. Now, here he is, live on the air, Dr. Yuen.
Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Yuen.
Hey, everyone. It's Marty Greenberg, co-leader of the Yuen Method and co-author of #1 international best-selling book, Delete Stress and Pain on the Spot. And we are here today to delete your physical pain, anything at all related to any kind of physical pain. We're here to rejuvenate your body. Maybe you're struggling with chronic pain. Maybe you have back pain, neck pain, headaches, menstrual pain, gastrointestinal problems, sciatica pain, any kind of pain at all. Go ahead and give us a call because this is a live demonstration. We're so excited to be here. We got our live chat here and we're going to be chatting live with you. We're going to be feeling your energy live. So as others call in and get better, what I want you to know is that pay attention to how you're feeling in your physical body. Because Dr. Yuen, let's tell them and explain what happens when we talk to callers and then other people start to feel better. What is that all about?
Well, it means that when people come together, we allow people to support each other and improve, actually synergistically improve, and not just one person improve and the other, not improve.
So we're going to be doing live strengthening and deletions for everyone on here as the stream is on. But this is a live demonstration. So if you like what you see here today, we want to let you know that you too can do this. And so you can click the links on the page for more information. And I also want to let you know at any time at all, if you have any questions, just go ahead and send our team an email at contactus@yuenmethod.com. And again, we want to thank all the viewers who come and listen to our streams every month. We get amazing testimonials that come in, and you can check those out on our website on the event page, on the result page. And wow, we're just blown away with all the amazing testimonials and success stories, and it's just wonderful to read. So thank you for joining our streams. The Yuen Method is a way of life. So we want you to come to all of them and keep improving and getting better and better. So we also want to let you know, make sure to stay to the end because we're really excited to announce April 16th and 17th. We're having a live seminar in LA. We're really excited for it. And we're giving away 2 free tickets to that. So we'll be announcing that at the end. So like I said, make sure to stay to the end. I want to let you know, for those of you who are new to the Yuen Method, a lot of people ask, what is it that you're doing? I mean, people's pain's going away on the spot just like that. What is it? How does it work? So it's all about the deletion octagon. Deletion is nothing magical. It's nothing mystical. It's a switch. It's hardwired to your internal human biocomputer. And it consists of 8 components: eliminate, free, independent, release, protect, forgive, forget, unconditionally. Deletion is a key, just like the deletion key on your computer. And when you press it, it's a series of programs behind it that actually delete those patterns, reprogram your thinking, your feeling, your perception. You reset your mind, your body, spirit, and you literally restart your internal computer. Dr. Yuen, let's talk about how we're high-tech equipment, us as human beings. We all have an internal guidance computer system. And what that, explain a little bit about how high-tech we are.
Well, we are computers, right? So our brain, particularly our central nervous system, use the binary code to know what is 1, what is 0, and what is strong, what is weak. And by noting that, you would know exactly what's taking place, and you would receive the answer to resolve it. The answer resolve the situation for you. We don't really do anything. We just direct people to perceive their own answer and answer their own question and resolve their own problems.
So the Yuen method is all about insight. So as we demonstrate this on live colors, what Dr. and I essentially are doing is using our insight, our feeling, perception, intuition to find the right answer for you. Now, I say this respectfully, but a lot of the experts and doctors out there, they don't have the applicable answer that's right for you. They may give you an answer and it may be right for certain people, but if you're not getting results, it's not right for you. I know maybe you've been to other seminars, maybe you've been to doctors, therapists, you name it, and they're trying to help assist you. And if you notice that you're not getting changes in your life and your life isn't changing, then you really need to go deeper and find those right answers for you. What I love about the Yuen method is that the Yuen method finds your specific reasons, causes, and sources behind your pain and stress. So, Dr. let's discuss this, finding the real reason and how the right answer resolves your problem just like that.
Well, the right answer resolves the problem, and the answer that's not right actually make the problem worse. And you should expect immediate results. It's not like something that you have to wait, and it should be real-time results, and we all could do this, right?
We all can do
We're
this.
not saying that we could do it and we just have more experience doing it, and we want everyone in the world to do it for themselves and their family and family members who are human, and also family members, who are pets, right? So
it works on everyone. So what I want to also explain is that not everybody with back pain or neck pain or joint pain has the same reasons behind their pain and stress.
Well, it's never the reason.
It's never the reason. It's never what you think it is. And your conscious mind is telling you have pain, but there's a reason behind that. So you got to look at what's going on in your life. And whatever it is that's bothering or disturbing you, and it may not be a present day circumstance. It may go back even lifetimes ago. We inherit things from our ancestors. We take things on from our parents. Those thoughts and experiences that are negative in our past are limiting us now in the present. They're limiting our future. So it's time to delete that. It's time to reset and start hitting the delete key and not accepting those limitations anymore. So are you ready? Because we're going to take some live colors. We're going to show you how this is possible, and we want to get you results. So
and how simple it is.
How simple. Right? It's so simple you won't even believe it, and you don't have to believe it.
It's so simple. Everyone should be doing it.
That's right. So let's go. Let's take our first caller.
All right, 317.
317, you are on live.
Hi, I use the Yuen method and I absolutely love it.
That is great.
And I know, I'm confused because I have sometimes my back hurts and I Yuen it, and then it switches to a pain in my right butt cheek, and then I Yuen that, and then it goes back to my back pain, and it goes back and forth. So why is it doing it, and what can I do to resolve that back and forth thing?
Okay, let me get your name. What's your name?
Karen?
Karen. Okay, Karen. Where do you feel it right now? In your where specifically?
My right butt cheek is right in the very center.
Okay, Karen, it's in the right center. So you asked a very good question, and I want to start by doing a demonstration of you feel it right now in your butt cheek. When I tune into you, I'm looking at what's going on in your life, okay? And as I tune into your life, I feel that the energy that surrounds you is weak, so I'm strengthening that. And I also feel that it has to do with relationships, that it has nothing to do with physical pain. So I'm strengthening your relationships, and I'm strengthening your heart, because the pain isn't coming from your butt cheek, it's coming from your heart. And there's some grief in your heart. And it's old. This goes back a long time. It's a long time ago. And not only that, but you have grief from your father, and you tend to carry that grief. And it also ties into your finances. And I'm strengthening that right now, and I'm deleting it. And as I do that, I'd like to ask you, do you feel the same or do you feel different?
Well, it made me cry, so whatever you did, did something, because you did something, because I I got tears, so I don't know what you're doing, but it did something.
Okay, so you've got tears. So let's.
Open up my heart or something.
I'm opening up your heart, and it is bringing up emotions. So let's delete those negative emotions down to 0, because there's a lot of stored emotions, and there's also stored emotions from your mother. So it's really your family dynamics, and there's a lot of stored energy there, and you're actually storing that in the right side of your body. So right now, I just deleted it, I reset, I reprogrammed, and I'm literally restarted your computer. So with that said, do you still feel the pain, or is it different?
Wow. Well, first I need you to know that I just took this huge deep breath of air, and my whole head, like, I just got like a bunch of self-confidence or something. I mean, something just physically, all of a sudden I feel this joy.
Woohoo! You feel joy, and you didn't feel that before?
I know.
So I'm sensing a lot of emotions from you right now. So you say you're feeling this sense of joy. Tell me a little bit more. You're sensing joy. How do you feel emotionally? You feel joyful? Is your pain gone?
Joyful. It's lessened. It is definitely lessened. I'm walking as I'm talking to feel it's definitely lessened.
Great.
And it was wild because my head literally, you know how when you're sad, you don't realize it, but your head is looking down?
Right.
So after you did that, my head literally lifted, like, not only just center, but up, like in celebration, like, woohoo, it's gone.
Woohoo, it is gone. I love it. That is great. Do you see how fast this is? Just by pinpointing exactly what it is. So for our listeners, yes. So for our listeners, the most important aspect, the key fundamentals of the Yuen method is to pinpoint the exact root of where your problem is. For her, she complained of pain in her right side and her butt cheek, and it wasn't coming from there at all. So Dr. Yuen, what do you have to say about that? The pain is never where you think it is.
That's true. So it never comes where you have the symptoms. So that's the reason why the expert cannot resolve it for you, because they try to treat that area where you have the symptoms.
So you don't want to treat the area where you have it. You need to go deeper, and you need to delete it.
Or more superficial. It doesn't have to be deep. It could be superficial.
It could be so superficial that you miss it. But
That's
so
right.
Karen, what do you have to share? What do you feel on the Yuen method? It's obviously changing your life real time right now. You're feeling the aha, you're feeling the joy, your pain is gone. What else?
Well, I use it all the time. If I'm struggling with something, I realize there must be some sort of block, and then I go within, and I'm like, okay, what is it? And like you say, it's never what it is.
Right.
So I know that, and I just go within and say, okay, what is it? So I still have a little bit of it's kind of like going down the middle of my right leg, but I am in such a good mood. Like, you totally, whatever you did, you definitely, it was awesome.
Okay, it's awesome. Awesomeness your way. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for sharing with everybody. It's wonderful that your pain is gone. And are you coming to the live event in April?
I am trying to work. I'm moving my schedule around so that I can go. I do have one question, please. My oldest son is a chef. However, he keeps cutting his thumb and getting stitches, and that's not normal. I know that, and I haven't found the reason yet. So it keeps happening, and he keeps going to the hospital. So I think it has something to do with his self-esteem, but I haven't been able to pinpoint it. I was wondering if you could help me out with him. His name is Taylor.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that correction for you right now. I'm deleting the memories, but I'd like you to send me an email, and I will finish it in an email because we're trying to get to as many callers as we can. And since it's surrogate, it's not great for a demonstration, but I'm going to do it right now and process that for you. And then keep in touch. Like I said, send me an email and then let me know the results, because I did it without verbalizing it. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, thanks for coming on. Okay, we are going to take another live caller, but I do want to point out that I know there's, if you're a mother and you have kids, just like you heard her say, she's concerned about her son, and I'm applying these deletions. What do you have to say about that? There's so many moms that come and they just learn this just to be able to do it on their own children and the power of that. Dr. Yuen?
Well, this is the only way to improve your children. So if you have a child that have conditions that, seriously diagnosed, you can actually take the seriousness out of it. I mean, the mother were able to do that. You could involve learning disability and autism. All those things could be improved by the mother.
Learning disabilities, ADHD. I mean, this works on everything and just improving your learning.
Almost everything. It's not everything.
All right, we're going to continue with live energy and live feedback. So we are going to take another caller.
All right, 760.
All right, 760. You are on live.
Hi,
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good.
And your name?
Sharon.
Sharon, do you have any physical pain in your body that you're feeling?
Well, I wanted, my eyes.
Okay. Do you have pain in your eyes?
More specific. Yeah,
Okay.
my left eye.
Okay, so you have pain in your left eye, and how long have you had that for?
Most of my life, probably.
Most of your life, pain in your left eye. Okay. How is your vision? Can you see out of your left eye, or is it blurry?
It's very blurry. It's the optic nerve did not form properly,
Okay.
and so it's been my weakest eye my entire life.
Okay, so we're going to tune in. You have physical pain in your left eye. So, Dr. Yuen, where do you feel her root causes, the reason?
Well, you definitely want to get or delete the pain first so it could function more normally. So the first step is that you want the left and right eye to be even with each other. So the unevenness of it make one struggle with the other. And you also want to strengthen the she mentioned the optic nerve, and there's some optic nerve weakness in comparison, the right and the left, so you want to make those even. And you also want to look at or perceive what's going on in the brain. There's weakness in the optic center in the brain, so you even that out too. So the unevenness kind of stirred by the fear, more like parental fears before she was born. So we want to delete that, even though it already happened, but you still could actually change it, the cumulative effect, take away the grief of losing the fear. So we will put that in there too. So now, how's the sensation in your eye? What's it seem like to you compared before?
Is it the same or different?
It's way different.
It's way different. Yeah. And how?
As you were talking, I could feel this stuff going on in both eyes, actually.
Well, we bounce both of your eyes to be the same, right? So, and I don't have to speak, right? So it's not about what I say, right? So
it can be done non-verbally also. So,
or a different language.
And even in a different language. So that's the beauty of the Yuen method. We are verbalizing it for demonstration purposes. And you notice a big change in your eyes. And you've had this your whole life. And right now you're actually starting to feel a change. So that's great. So do you feel anything else, Dr. Yuen?
Well, she could start a new life.
Are you ready to start a new life? Do you feel ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, take charge and
become
an expert and have mastery of your life and also the family, so you improve your family members.
So how do you feel now?
Yeah.
Are you new to the Yuen method? I mean, would you like to share anything with our viewers? I mean, you're new to the Yuen method, and how does this feel as the energy is moving and your eyesight's improving?
Well, I'm feeling different down in my chest. I mean, my whole body is feeling different. Wow.
Wow, that's a good comment. Wow. Okay, so you're feeling, your chest is feeling it, and while you're feeling it, we're moving the energy, and we're doing a lot of deletion.
Yeah.
And as you see, it's fast, it's on the spot. So you will continue to improve. And just as you saw, I mean, literally in like 2 minutes, her eyesight improved, and she's had this her entire life. So we want to point out to you that, you know,
Anyone could do this.
anyone can do this.
Right, so
And in 2 minutes, just, you know, if you do this every day, you just continue to get better and better.
In everything.
In every aspect of your life.
So it's like using your phone and computer. Now, anyone could know how to use that,
Everyone
right?
can
So
do this. All right, so thank you so much for coming on. I'm glad your eyesight improved. And we look forward to possibly, if you want to come to the event, we're going to be live. We'd love to meet you on the 16th and 17th in LA. So if not,
Yeah, that's awesome.
let's make that happen. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
thank you.
All right. We're going to continue with these live demonstrations. And as we continue, we'd like you to just take a deep breath in and know that this stream is all about feeling your best, and it's all about rejuvenation. Dr. Yuen is turning 75 years old, years young, I mean.
No, it doesn't matter, or young. So.
And we're celebrating his birthday at the
Oh,
retreat,
no.
April 16th and 17th.
Okay.
And I want to, I mean, 75 years in the making. When we talk about rejuvenation, when we talk about living to be 100, not looking and feeling like it, you know, living our best life. It's about when you get rid of your physical pain, your whole body rejuvenates. I mean, people ask Dr. Yuen all the time, you know, he's running at 75 years old. He's alive and vibrant and well. I'm like, how is he doing this? Dr. Yuen, what are your secrets to less aging? Let's talk about when you get rid of physical pain, how you instantly, automatically rejuvenate.
It's really no secret. So when you have pain, you automatically feel that you are older. And when you have pain, you slow down, and slowing things down inside of you actually make you age faster. So what I do is to actually strengthen people to be faster internally. So
are you ready? Let's do it for everyone.
Okay, so when I say internally, that we could start with the central nervous system and just strengthen that, not just the structure of the central nervous system. You strengthen the structure, and then the system of the nerve and things like that, and also the organ, and then the tissues and cells, and even down to the molecules and atom and the quantum particles and empty spaces. So those things have to be strengthened, and we have to take those things into consideration because that's part of our physical makeup. We can't just consider ourselves just arms and legs and a torso, right? So it's more, well, I shouldn't say more. It's involved other things in your body, and it's everything. So, and have fun involving them, you know, not like it's tedious and you don't want to get involved with it, right?
So our mind and spirit sabotage us. So we're going to delete everybody's mind and spirit. We're going to activate and strengthen your physical intelligence. We're going to strengthen central nervous system. We're going to strengthen your brain connection to your spinal cord. And we're actually turning on your brain receiver 100% infinite potential. So you don't really have to understand what we just did.
No, you don't want to understand it. When you want to understand it, you bring your mind and try to evaluate what's going on, and then you confuse yourself even more. So it's more about experiencing it, right? So you don't have to understand a computer. Use the computer or the phone. It's not about understanding. It's never about understanding about your well-being.
That's right. So how do you feel now? That's the question. It's not about understanding.
In comparison, before and after, right? Maybe a millisecond before, a millisecond after. So we constantly make comparison. Otherwise, we don't know where we're at, right? We couldn't even tell the difference between the kitchen and your bathroom. We don't make a comparison.
So compare right now how you felt when the stream first started and how you feel now. Do you feel different? Let us know in the chat. This is real-time energy, and we want to know how you're feeling because we're strengthening you. And we are looking at the chat, and we're going to strengthen everybody. All the names that we see, we're sending you strength, and we're doing this real time. So let us know in the chat as we continue. So we're going to take another live caller.
All right, 409.
409, you are on live.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. And your name?
Oh, okay. Happy birthday, Dr. Yuen.
Thank you.
Do you have any physical
And
pain?
also, I think, if I'm correct, also Happy New Year.
New Year's is like
The Chinese New Year. Well, that was in
well,
February, but you're
yeah.
close.
Yeah, you're close, right? So
You're
thank
close
you.
enough. Happy Chinese New
Oh,
Year.
okay. My calendar. Oh, okay. It's next month or last month. Oh, okay. Oh well, Happy New Year anyway.
Thank you. So what could we do for you?
Well, I just got the book today, and I'm on page 25, and I'm just blown away. I have been to so many doctors.
Wow.
I mean, like, it's just crazy how many doctors I've been to, and the whole gamut of, epidurals in my spine and
Wow.
all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'm like reading this and like I'm just blown away. And just on page 25, I'm already feeling a difference.
Well, that's great. What kind of symptoms do you have right now that we could just lighten up for you?
Everything basically from my waist down.
Your waist down, so you have physical pain?
Yes, everything basically from my waist, my hips, my back, my lower back, my legs, my feet.
Okay, so from the waist down, and how long have you had the pain from your waist down? A long time?
Well, the symptoms, it doesn't have to be pain.
Yeah, I've been having back pain for about at least 15 years.
Wow, 15 years, that's a long time.
Well, she said the waist down, so
from
it doesn't
my
include her
waist
back
down
pain.
For about 3 years.
Okay, so you are calling in. You know what? We're gonna stop you in your tracks. We're gonna delete it right now. We're tuning into you. Dr. Yuen's tuning into you. What do you feel her root weaknesses are in her lower body?
It's really the unevenness of the lower extremity and the hip. Actually, the hip should be strong communicating with the lower extremities and the feet, and then from there it has to communicate back with the torso, and the torso itself really has to be more even with each other and have to communicate better with the central nervous system, particularly the spinal cord and the cranial brain and the bottom brains, and we also designate a missing tail brain and missing tail central nervous system that no one ever acknowledged that, right? So anyway, just from that, how's the sensation you have in your hip and legs now?
I actually, I don't know if it's because I'm nervous, but I actually feel kind of a little bit nauseated.
Okay.
And, but
that's fine.
And kind of a little bit dizzy.
See, when that comes up, is that you let things come up instead of letting things come down, right? So let's push it down and strengthen you for finding your exit portal at the end of your torso instead of bringing things up. So it's common for human beings to bring things up instead of pushing things down. Okay, now let's stabilize the whole body situation. Okay, now what's that seem like?
It's not hurting.
It's not hurting.
Okay, you're more stabilized too now, right?
My legs feel kind of light.
Your legs feel light. Well, that's good. It's not
Well,
hurting.
you could jump higher and run faster.
For 15 years, you've had this pain.
And you could dance better, right?
When it's going away. Tom?
Oh my God, I've had so much pain. It's not even funny.
Well,
I mean, there have been nights when I've just like been in shock.
Wow.
And, trying to sleep. And
well, it's time that it's going away, and you're going to continue to improve. You're taking the right action. You got the book. You're on the call. Listen to the rest of the stream, and you will continue to improve. So we're strengthening you even more right now as we talk. As I'm talking, Dr. Yuen is silently doing deletions. So
am I?
it's not, you don't just talk to Dr. Yuen and I. It's like whatever you say is being strengthened. So it's a whole different way of processing information.
Well, it's like our computer connect with her computer or her central intelligent or central nervous system with ours. And that's the best way to communicate, to know what's going on without judging or critiquing and blaming, right? It's no emotion involved. It's just find the weakness and strengthen it.
And that's it. Find the weakness and strengthen it. And
actually, you don't even have to strengthen it. If you find the weakness in the right order, you strengthen themselves, right? So
becomes automatic. That's the speed of the method. It's changed exponentially in the last 10 years. I mean, it keeps getting faster and faster.
Well, the reason for that is that, you know, we are limited in what we know, right? So there's more things we don't know than things we know. So we always have to update, just like your computer always have to update. So our central nervous system is our computer. Our mind is just a program. And we don't need that programming of our mind because you already have the program in our computers already.
Right.
We were born and created to be amazing, to live a life without pain, illness, or limitations. It's our mind and our spirit that sabotage us. So this is all about getting your mind completely out of the way, because your mind's going to tell you can't do it, you're not good. It's going to be full of critiques. And not only that, all the negative emotions and experiences of people around you. I mean, how many times do you hear other people tell you that you can't do it? You'll never earn that kind of money. You're not good enough. I mean, all those negative thoughts coming our way, it's time to just press the delete key and say, no more, delete, reset, reprogram. I live a life. I am and I will live a life without pain, illness, or limitations. We all have the delete key. We all can find the right answers and live a life without pain or illness. Dr. Yuen.
Oh, for sure. We were created without pain and illnesses and sickness and injuries.
And so what is it about the mind, and how do we keep the mind from sabotaging us?
Well, we just strengthen ourselves to the mind, in the mind's condition to another dimension, universe, existence, time, and space. So we can all do that. And the more you experience doing it, the easier for you to do it. And eventually you don't even have to delete the mind. It's already been deleted.
So it's all about your brain, activating your central nervous system, and really finding those answers that are right for you. I mean, with the Yuen method, what you see here taking place, I mean, you see pain just being deleted on the spot, but you can learn how to do this. April 16th.
You don't even have to learn it.
You would come and it's an experience. It really is. I mean, you can read the book about the principles. You can read a book about how to drive a car, but you got to get in the car and drive it.
You have to experience it.
You have to experience it. So it's all about when
you don't have to learn it, because you could have learning disability and still know how to do it, right? We get you to do it, even if you think that you couldn't learn anything in your lifetime.
So what are you going to do?
We will change that.
In April, on 16th and 17th.
So what I'm going to do is ensure that everyone comes in, have, confidence and have no doubts, and they could just do it. And I will just program it into their computer that they could do it. So it's not something that they have to memorize, like going back to school, that type of thing. No, we don't want to go back to school anymore. We're too old for that. So
we have a geometric life map for you. And it's a simplified version of what Dr. Yuen and I use to get instant results on the spot. And when you follow a step-by-step
everything
process,
should be instant.
It's
right?
fast.
So,
in the back of the book, there's pre-steps in the back of the book. And the strengthening and deletion process that Dr. Yuen and I take you through at the retreat is unlike anything you've ever experienced. Why? Because they're actionable principles. We actually program you for insight, and we're all born with it, but sometimes we have blocks to our insight, and it happens to all of us, even leaders out there. I mean, sometimes your insight gets blocked. What Dr. Yuen and I do is reset your insight. We strengthen you for feeling, perception, for intuition, to have insight, to know the right answers that apply to you. I mean, let's face it, you can hop on Google and get instant information just like that. I mean, should anything be less for our health, for our well-being? I mean, you got to know what applies specifically for you. I mean, we need our own self-answers.
Well, the answers come from your physical intelligence. So your own computer gives you the answers. So it's time for all human beings on this planet connect with those answers. Those answers are for us. We don't want to be like a person that a few people could do it, and people consider you to be a prophet or something. Or we all could be prophets of our own future and not be stuck with the conventional way of doing things.
So it's all about taking action, and literally this seminar is set up so that we actually program you. We reset your mind, your body, spirit. It's done for you. It's almost like when your computer breaks and you go to the Geek Squad or you go to the Genius Bar and they fix it, and your computer's working, they update it. That's what it's like to come to a seminar. We update your human computer. And we reset you. It's a done for you service. And best of the best is that you leave after 2 full days with a strong insight. And the insight is going to take you through the process. So we teach you the process in the seminar. It's a step-by-step process of finding weaknesses in a sequential order. And this isn't something that's magical or mystical. It's replicable by anyone. We all can do this. And it's time that, this is done over the phone. It's history, the days where you have to have an office. If you're a healthcare practitioner and you have a physical office and you see patients all day and you're exhausted at the end of the day, you're paying overhead. With the Yuen method, you don't need an office. It's done over the phone. You can do this on the beach. I see clients, I'm on the beach talking on the phone and their pain's going away. Sometimes we have clients that pay us for a session and they don't even call us real time. They call me, they say, Marnie, I have kids, I'm busy, I gotta work. I don't have time to even talk to you. So just do the session and get rid of my pain. And I get rid of their pain. They send me an email and they're like, it's gone. And I don't even talk to them on the phone. Doctor, what do you have to say about that? You don't even talk to them. They send you an email and you work on them and it's done.
Well, you don't really work on them. You just process it, and the weakness will strengthen themselves.
And it's really good with emergencies. Literally a month ago, I had a client who, she's like, Marnie, I'm going to be going into labor. I don't want any problems. She's like, so her husband, they're in the hospital, and the doctor comes in and the doctor says to her, you're not dilating. We're going to have to do a C-section. The husband grabs her phone, texts me. This is happening in the hospital. Marnie, they're going to have to do a C-section. And I'm like, hold on a minute. It took me a couple seconds. Literally, I tuned in and I deleted her trauma of having babies in a past life. It was what her weakness was. The next thing I know, I get a text message back. It's a miracle. She doesn't need a C-section. I literally, I saved her from having surgery. What is it for you? What are the situations? When you get that phone call that your father's in the hospital, that your kids just got in a car accident, your loved ones, they're sick. What are you going to do? This course, this material gives you the tools so that you're like, yes, you have that power. You have the tools that you can actually make significant results for people. The speed is what you want. When I was on my deathbed and the doctor at the Mayo Clinic told me that I had a superior mesenteric artery and vein that was rotated and twisted, and that I wasn't going to live. There is no cure, they told me. And, I looked at him really? This isn't my time. I'm going to choose whether I'm going to live or die. And I did get a phone call from my best friend, Lori, at the time. He was like, Marnie, no fear. Go see Dr. Yuen. And it was I needed that because sometimes we do get blocked. But I have to tell you that Dr. Yuen saved my life. The Yuen method saved my life. And no matter how serious your illness is, we can take the seriousness away. Anything and anything can change. I don't care how serious it is. That was a pivotal moment in my life when I realized that. That's why I stand behind this method. I share with my story in the book if you want to hear the whole story. But honestly, this will give you the tools that you really need in this world. People, you're going to be surrounded by people who tell you, the doctors weren't right. If I would have listened to the doctors, I wouldn't be here right now sharing my story with you. I wouldn't have survived. But I know I'm a survivor. I want you to feel that way too. Talk about these 2 days. What happens after these 2 days? I know when I came into the seminar, my whole life changed. And I could have said, no, I don't want to go. I'm too sick. I can't get on a flight. I could have been filled with tons of excuses. I know there's some people I talk to, they're like, Marnie, I can't afford it, or I'm too busy. And I tell them, you know what? You can't afford not to come. Your whole life is going to change. So the very excuses that you use in your life, whether you can't afford it or you don't have time, are the same reasons why you have those blocks in your life, why things aren't happening. So I tell people, when you hear those limitations from others, we all have the delete key. Use it, delete it. It does, you live a life without limitations this way. Actually,
Better yet is that you put yourself in a place where these people don't even say those things to you anymore because they already changed because of your presence. So, and also you could stop your child from, attracting an accident or other situation. So you can actually change the future, right? You're not going to put up with the future, what's going to be, right? So you can actually ensure that you have no sickness in the future or accident or traumatized type of experiences. You can actually change all that. And you could also change that you have a better relationship with anyone you want in the future or everybody in the world, right? So
with the Yuen method, you create your own life. You write the script. You don't like what's going on in your life, you change it, and you change it quickly. The key about the Yuen method is that it's fast. I mean, we all have emotions that come up, but the key is how fast we can get ourselves out of it. The key fundamentals is based on neutrality. It's not feeling strong or weak. It's being in that neutral place. We all have hectic days, but how do you keep that neutrality? How do you keep strong on a
Well, you have that neutrality, you're not going to have any hectic days.
Right.
So you also want to ensure that you have less and less emotion, that you have to look for your emotions. They're not even there like before.
And why is that? They're just not there.
Well, you strengthen, you delete it just like everything else. So you don't want to be living your life with full of emotion and say, oh, that's me. Well, that's just not a good reason or good excuse. So it's not about disciplining anything. It's about just pushing the right button or essentially finding the weakness that actually answer you of your weaknesses by strengthening it. And that's all it is. It doesn't give you a bunch of reasons.
All right. So with that said, we're going to do some more live demonstrations. So we're going to take another caller.
We want to show that it could be done, right? So
801.
801. You are on live.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today? And your name?
My name is Stacy.
Stacy.
And happy to talk. Stacy.
Stacy, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Utah.
Utah. Okay. Do you have any physical pain that you're feeling? Any chronic pain?
Or anything.
Or any?
Yeah. Physically, in my left leg, it's heavy, dark, full of varicose veins and pain when I get stressed. I live in a stress, worry, fear, panic, overwhelmed state of mind. I'm a caretaker for my disabled husband, and I just hope you can help me.
Okay, so you have a lot of panic. You said you live in a state of overwhelm, and I know there's a lot of people who can relate to this. A state of overwhelm, a state of panic. You're taking care of your disabled husband, and you do have pain on your left side. So let's take care of your physical pain and work, delete these emotions that you're feeling. Dr. Yuen, what do you feel her root weaknesses are?
Well, I feel that the leading weakness is the panic, and that's the only thing that exists. So all the other things you say doesn't really register as a weakness. So we just strengthen the weakness for panic. And from that, we have to go to the central nervous system and ensure that the central nervous system, we're communicating for both legs evenly and allow both legs to communicating back to the central nervous system. So that's processing. Once you feel the weakness or perceive the weakness there and indicate that's the weakness, it actually strengthens itself. And then we want to ensure that structurally, the central nervous system structure should be strong, and also the bony structure, like the spinal column, should be strong as well. So take away the fear of not resolving the situation you have with your hubby. So we're just going to resolve it underneath everything that's above it that indicate that there's challenges for you. So we would just resolve the karmas and the curses and the indirect and direct type of karma situation. And also we want to change the whole physical surrounding in your home and ensure that you're not surrounded by the intense energy that's been projected out, to your ceilings and walls and corners. And so we could do things like that. When there's a weakness there, you resolve not just physical body, but physical surroundings. Okay, now, just from that, now, how's everything seem to you in comparison?
Well, actually, I started to cry, and you're right. I have felt my environment. It's just been I've been trapped here, and for 15 years.
Wow, it's a long time.
And,
Okay, so we could change that situation. So the thing is that the crying is the sentimental tears that you have. You're losing all these things that are restricting you. So let's ensure that specifically these restrictions that you have that settle in your spirit not going to continue to affect your spirit, in turn affect your body. All right, now. So let's strengthen you, because you've been trying to relax yourself out of your situation, and that relaxation actually make the condition worse for you to change. So now, how's the situation?
how's the situation right now?
Yeah, are you calmer now compared before? Is it a different deal or it's the same?
I feel more support because I've been doing this by myself for 15 years, and I feel like I don't know, more connected. So that's the thing. I felt so disconnected for so long.
Interesting. You felt disconnected. So now you feel more connected and you feel more support?
More connected with herself and her own self-support, right? So it may seem like we're supporting you in a way we are, but it's really your own, physical potential that's out there that's been improved.
So how do you feel now? I mean, a few seconds ago you said you were feeling a lot of emotion come up. How do you feel now? Did that emotion go away?
Yeah, I actually a little bit more calmer now, and the crying went away.
Okay.
And
how did
because I've been reaching out for so long, reaching out for some like the life support, like I'm on a sea that's just waves, just I couldn't even find anything to hang on to, and
Okay, let's.
There's a lot of people.
Let's improve that. Let's ensure reaching out, even though it seemed like that's what you want to do. The weakness indicates that you have to reach into your central nervous system and strengthen that so you'll be balanced, center stabilized, and neutral. Then everything coming out of you would be have more power behind it. Now, what's that seem like?
so I just had a vision, a mental image of literally reaching into my heart.
Interesting.
And, loving myself. And,
Unconditional love for yourself. That's where it's at. Unconditional love for yourself. I mean, that's really where it's at.
That's not into the emotions.
Unconditional love is explain that to Dr. because there's so many people. I mean, to have that unconditional love for yourself, that's really.
I myself would not use the word love. So.
Well, love triggers the opposite. You have love and hate, but when you're
I myself, love, okay, so from my experience. So
what about unconditional love?
You want to go deeply. When you're neutral, you're already unconditional, right? So you're balanced, center, stabilized, and neutral. You don't even question about unconditional or conditional, right?
So what's love got to do?
You're in the right place. That's right. You don't want to be looking for love and emotions to drive you and change you.
Where do you want to be? Balanced, center, stabilized.
Unemotional, right? So
unemotional. You hear that?
So remove all the emotions, especially the negative ones.
That's gonna get you.
And you don't want to depend on a positive one to change you either. You want to change internally that you are in charge without any emotions. Okay, so you're in charge. You become an expert with yourself and the situation, and then you gain mastery, and that's the direction you should be moving for yourself.
And we're doing that for everyone. So for those of you who feel emotional and have reactions and sensations, maybe you had an emotional day, we're deleting that for you. We're getting you in touch with that neutrality, that unemotional.
Yeah, let's be sure that when you have emotion, you have to look for it. Where's that emotion?
I always get really excited. I always say I'm neutrally excited because a lot of you maybe you do positive affirmations. Maybe you try to mentally think yourself out of or reprogram your mind and stuff. Dr. Yuen always says you got to get rid of the mind altogether. The mind is the problem. You know, you can't change.
Yeah, you don't want to be positive. You want to be. You want to be above it all.
You want to be above it all, because if you're used to saying maybe positive affirmations and you still don't see a change in your life, it's because underneath that there's weaknesses. And it's really important to like understand this, because
don't understand.
Not understand it, but the whole principle of this. It's like, if you think positive and say, I love myself, I accept myself, and underneath that there's a weakness, and maybe it goes back to your childhood. Maybe it's people around you. If there's weaknesses there, you're going against it. So what Dr. Yuen is saying, when you say you unconditionally love yourself, there's strength all around you. There's strength behind you, in front of you, inside of you, externally. And that's, you know, really where it's at. So do you feel that right now, that neutrality?
That strength?
The strength.
It's interesting that you bring that up, because in my childhood, I was abandoned by my father, and he did leave and when I was 7, and my, and left me with a mother who was, she's emotionally unavailable, and had 10 kids, and I'm the oldest of the 9 that are living.
Wow.
And so
intense.
So see that my husband abandoned me too, because he had this stroke, and he had all these things happen to him, and then my children left at the same time, and then I had to move to a different
Well, we have to
location,
resolve the father experience first. So when you add more things to it, and not resolving each one that you bring up in comparison as the weakest. So when you think about your dad experience from your dad, it still affects you, right? It still troubles you if you connect with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's remove that before you want to remove the other things. Okay, so now once we identify that, you just strengthen your experience with our fathers for like 1,000 years. So
wow,
and
1,000 years back.
Yeah, so you want to strengthen you and delete the effects, the cumulative effect of them, and then men, and okay, now that's been done. Now think about your dad again. Now in comparison, what's that seem like?
Well, I just saw a mental picture of my father, and a calmness came over me.
Well, that's good.
My right arm went out.
That's great.
Well, that's what we want,
nice.
right?
That's great. That's
So
calm. That's where you want to be.
This is, this. I'm not trying to put down psychotherapy. I'm just saying that psychotherapists, many of them actually taken our class, and they achieve acquire or achieve results for their clients and patients.
So it's not so much talking and verbalizing. It is
the less talking, the better.
You gotta delete it, and you gotta delete it fast. And this is a method that allows you to be able to do that. So thank you so much for coming on. We can't wait to see you. We hope that you come to April and 16th and 17th and meet us live in LA for more. Continue to watch the rest of the stream, and thank you so much for sharing with our audience. There was a lot of deletion that was done, and you will continue to improve. So thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are going to continue on. We have so many questions that are coming in, and I want to give you a little bit more information, because people always say, what's coming up? They get so excited. Everybody's feeling good, and you see what's possible. This is just a demonstration. I mean, we took maybe 5 or 6 callers, and their pain went away right away, and they want more. So for the first time, literally in 5 years, we're putting on a live retreat, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about it. And basically, Dr. Yuen, what's the fundamentals of this retreat on the 16th and 17th?
Fundamentals. Yeah. Well, just show up, and I want to ensure that everyone would be on an even level. So if you come in thinking that you're not as good as others, you will be just as good as everyone else, right? So in a matter of a few seconds. And there would be no, self blaming or criticism, and using the mind to try to learn something. It's pretty much just download the experience, so it becomes you, and that's how everything is. So you want to update what you have and improve what you have by updating what you have, and delete all the non-essentials that stands in the way, and when you meet us and meet others, you have this group synergistic, you could say energy, but synergistic dynamics that will just change every molecules and atoms and quantum particle in empty space of your body.
So a little bit about the retreat. You can go ahead and click the links that you see on this page. And one of them that you click on will go to the April 16th and 17th event. And we also have upcoming is a teleclinic. So I'm going to describe to you, if you want to learn how to do this, if you want to experience it, the benefits of being at a live retreat. I mean, like Dr. Yuen said, the energy is off the chart, electrifying. It's amazing. We're going to be giving you a geometric life map, which is priceless. We're going to take you through, in the back of the book, it has a series of pre-steps. And like I said, we're going to take you through what's called the Delete on the Spot Strengthen and Deletion Experience. And we are going to program, we're going to reset your internal computer. We reprogram, we reset, we restart you. And what that is essentially is taking you through a series of deletions. And we program you for insight, we program you for neutrality, we program your intelligence, your physical intelligence. We give you an experience that will get you out of your mind, out of your spirit, into your physical intelligence. And it's really unlike any other experience there is. Talk about this deletion experience.
Well, we put the conventional rules
And
because we expect immediate results for everything that they experience, right? Not just that we doing it and no one else can. So we want to ensure that everyone that comes in to this live event, they could be in the same synchronization with us, right? They be in sync with us, right? So,
and it's 2 full days of downloading and experiencing this. I mean, 2 full days. You could do a half-an-hour session with Dr. Yuen and I for $400, or you could spend 2 full days, literally. It's set up like a clinic. I mean, people are coming on stage. We're doing session after session after session. The room is vibrating. When others get better, you get better. I remember the first time when I came back and I sat in a seminar, and Dr. Yuen reversed my artery and vein. Literally, he reversed my artery and vein so that I could eat again. I couldn't eat. Like I said, you can read my story. But Dr. Yuen was working on like gallbladder pain. He was working on heart conditions. Someone came up that was in a wheelchair. There was another person that had a cast on his neck. And as Dr. Yuen's doing all these deletions, my physical body was changing. So what I'm trying to say, if you're in physical pain, if you have things in your life, you bring your list, you bring your primary list of concerns, and this is set up real time. It's like you leave there after 2 full days. Not only is your pain gone, but you have the ability, you have the charts, you have the tools you use that are going to save you so much time, so much aggravation in your future. And we teach you how to tune into your future and change it. And, there's going to be people around you. Like I said, they're naysayers. They're going to give you limitations. Maybe you go to a job interview and they tell you that you'll never earn that kind of money. Maybe your friends are telling you you're not smart enough. You're not talented enough. We teach you how to use your delete key. When you hear that stuff, we want you to hit your delete key and we want you to do it quick because we want you to live your life without those limitations and create the future you want. And I know this sounds like cliche sometimes or, just hit the delete key. But really, it's not just about like letting it go. Because I remember a time when I was really sick and my friends would call me with these pep talks. Oh, Marty, just let it go. And I would get so aggravated. I'd be like, oh, just let it go. Like, yeah, I can't do it. But it's like, this is a series of taking you internally and changing your switches that are off back on. And I tell people, it's like using an iPhone. Like you look for your settings that are off and you just turn them back on. And sometimes, even if you're the best in the world, and I know there's so many therapists out there, even if you're, you need it the most. It's like, who's looking at you? It's like you need that quick spot check once in a while just to reset. Even if you're at the top of your game, you can always go to the next level. You come, you get that recharge, you reset, and you walk out of there. I mean, we're getting testimonials from all over the world telling us how much they changed. We have over 50 certified instructors and consultants that are Yuen Method certified. And they're there. They come from all over the world. And they come there because they know that the reason they come is to connect with everybody that's there, to share their stories, they're there to support you. It's the most supportive environment you could possibly ever in your life be in. It's pure support. It's pure unconditional love. And 2, they've had their own success stories with it. And they know that every seminar that they come to, every retreat where they're live with Dr. Yuen and I, it's like their internal computer is being updated. It doesn't matter if you've been to 50 of these. Every time you come, you're getting another update. It's like you continue to learn. And Dr. Yuen, your material, it constantly is being updated. It's constantly changed. I mean, what we were even doing a year ago is totally different than what we're doing now.
Well, the universe is infinite, so
We're going to speed you up to the speed of the
Right.
universe and make you quick.
and connect
and
with
do
the
it. Connect.
the universal intelligence.
So, like I said, you want to be in touch. If there's things that are off in your life, it could be relationships, it could be your finances, it could be that you're in physical pain, maybe you feel like you're getting old, whatever that may be, we're going to rejuvenate you. And the best of all, we're celebrating Dr. Yuen's 75th birthday party live at the seminar. We're going to be doing vibrational fitness and radiating this energy. It's a whole new program that Dr. Yuen developed called Vibrational Fitness, where we literally, your cells in your body, down to the molecules and atoms, quantum particles, they're going to be vibrating off of each other. I mean, sickness is just going to be vanished. This is going to be like, I call it a miracle. Dr. Yuen says he don't believe in miracles, that there's no such thing as a miracle.
That is consistency.
Because it's all about consistency. You don't pray that your computer is going to turn on, it turns on. It's like, it's that simple. I believe in miracles, though. I told my doctor I believe in miracles, and here I am.
No belief, no miracle.
I'm a living miracle. I mean, I would literally, I want you to experience what I did and have the same results and success. But like I said, 2 full days of downloading and updating. We invite you to all of our free streams. Of course, we have these every month. But that live activation, if you really want to learn how to do this, I mean, this is a demonstration. You got to learn how to do it. You got to apply this in your life. You got to know how to hit the delete key, what the delete key does, and activate it in your life. We don't want people to limit you. Don't accept that anymore. I mean, you have what it takes. You have the strength, you have the wisdom, you have the talent, and you got to stand up and say, I can, and I will take action in my life. Don't let the things around you stop you. Don't let the excuses stop you. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you don't know if you can. Those are all excuses. You gotta, I mean, your mind is going to sabotage you. Right now, if you're thinking about why you can't come, where are you going to be the 16th and 17th? Think about it. Is it going to change your well-being? All right. Well, it's time to change your well-being.
Okay. Sounds great.
All right. So now we are going to actually take another caller, and we are going to give away a free ticket. So we're going to take a live caller.
818.
818. You are on live.
All right.
818.
818, you're there. We got you. What's your name? I hear you loud and clear, 818. And your name?
Wonderful. I can't believe I got through.
Woohoo! You got through and you won a free ticket. You attracted it. You're vibrating with it. What's your name?
Steve Hayes.
Steve Hayes. Woohoo! Steve Hayes just won a free ticket. We cannot wait to see you at the live event in April. And you are in LA, so that's great. You're right around the corner.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I am. I am so excited, I can't believe it. It's another miracle.
It's another miracle. Do you have your list of primary concerns? Do you have physical pain?
A lot of anxiety and stress.
Okay, anxiety and stress, and we are going to delete it.
My solar plexus.
Okay, so we're deleting that right now in your solar plexus. We're deleting your anxiety. We're deleting your stress. And we are so excited. We're going to literally, you're going to have 2 whole days of this. So bring your list to the April 16th and 17th. What we want you to do now is send an email to contact us at yuenmethod.com. That contact us at yuenmethod.com, and Chris will hook you up with that free ticket. So we want you to do that right now so that Chris can hook you up with it. And we so look forward to seeing you there. So thanks for coming on. Thanks for joining us. And we are also going to give a live free retreat to someone that is in the chat. So here I am in the chat with you. I see a woman, B-E-L-A, Bella. Are you there, Bella? You just won a free retreat. So let me know, Bella, if you're here. Let us know in the chat. What I want you to do now is write an email to contact us at yuenmethod.com. Bella, are you there? If you're there, Bella, let me know in the chat. Bella, are you there? Let me know. So thank you so much, everyone. We love to give away these free retreats. We do this on every live stream. So come, there she is. Bella is there. Yes, 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 Bella. Woohoo! All right. We are going to have a blast, everyone, at this retreat. We really want you to be there. And it's going to do nothing but change the quality of your life. You'll be able to tune into your future and change it. It's going to be fast. We want you to be quick at pressing that delete key, like I said. Anything other than that is just unacceptable. So know that you can and you will take action in your life. You can and you will. We want the strength behind you, in front of you, internally, externally. We're going to radically shift your life. I mean, you can go ahead, like I said, click on those links. If you've got questions, all the information is online. It's at the Sheraton LAX. It's the 16th and 17th. If you have questions about more information about the event schedule, that you can just go ahead and click on the hotel information online. The entire schedule is on there. Everything that you'll get is online. We have bundle deals. So this is an advanced retreat, though. I got to tell you that you're going to hit the ground running. So if you're new to the Yuen method, we do have bundle deals. So you can come to the live retreat and take module 1, 2, 3 if you're new, so that when you get there, you know what's going on and you know all the principles. It's not mandatory, but we recommend it because we want you to be clear with the Yuen method and whatnot. So you can check all the information out online, the bundle deals, where it's at. If you have any questions at all about what took place today or anything logistical, like I said, go ahead and send us an email right now. So the Yuen method, it's contact us at yuenmethod.com. That's contact us at yuenmethod.com. So like I said, just go ahead and send us an email. We also have, you'll see here, a teleclinic. For those of you who really can't travel and you really want to join us, we have a teleclinic. A teleclinic is, I see a lot of you with specific concerns that you have. Maybe you have specific concerns that you want Dr. Yuen to just delete for you. And that's what the teleclinic is all about. Every week, it starts in April. For 4 weeks, you can submit your particular problem directly to Dr. Yuen. So when you join the teleclinic, you log into your membership area, and every week you can just submit whatever your pain is that you're feeling. And every week it's progressive for 4 weeks. So by the end of 4 weeks, your pain, your problem, everything improves that you are concerned about. And like I said, you can also do the retreat and the clinic. So you get kind of the best of both worlds. You learn and experience the method. And also in the clinic, it starts in April. So it starts, you get 2 weeks before the actual retreat starts and 2 weeks after. So it really coordinates well because Dr. Yuen can get rid of your problems before you even show up, and he can follow up with you after. And if you have any questions about how the teleclinic works, all that information is online. It is an interactive experience. It is done over the phone. So like I said, if you want to learn how to do this over the phone, remote, you want to save a lot of time and energy and aggravation in your life, this is the method that will work for you. And easily, if you're already a healthcare practitioner, maybe you're a doctor or you do homeopathy, what else? Like acupuncture, chiropractic, massage therapist. I mean, we have so many healthcare practitioners, psychologists, psychiatrists that come and they
veterinarians
and dentists, and they integrate this in their practice. And they love it because, some of them choose not even to have a physical office anymore. They totally go virtual. So it's very liberating. It's a free way to live. And that's what we represent. That's what we're all about. What used to take me 10 sessions is now people send me text messages and it's gone within a couple seconds. So that's how exponentially fast the Yuen method is. But like I said, if you have any questions, send them our way. We give these live presentations all the time, once a month. We invite you back to more. We'd love to see you April 16th and 17th. So like I said, check us out online, click the links on the page, and we send you a big, big energy hug and lots of strength your way. Dr. Yuen?
Sounds good. So great. So
we're going to be celebrating his birthday live, 75 years in the making. We're going to rejuvenate you and show you how to do it. So come and join us, everyone. Until next time, stay strong.